Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need to know.
Hola, bon dia, alegria, Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal show, podcast, and maybe a Substack soon as well. I'm going to experiment with Substack. Let me know what you think about that new platform, new medium. I think I'm going to pop my videos, podcast links up onto Substack and my weekly column from the Portugal resident. Anyway, here on this occasion to talk to you about Mother's Day here in Portugal. It's the 5th of May today. Yesterday was Mother's Day in Portugal. And I'm afraid to say I forgot to mention it. I like to make sure that you are abreast of, that's quite a good Mother's Day reference, isn't it? That you are on top of, you're keeping up to date with the dates, the important dates here in Portugal. And of course, we captured and released the guide to Workers' Day, Dia do Trabalho, here in Portugal, the Carnation Revolution celebration the week before that. Neglected Mother's Day, I'm very sorry to say, here in Portugal. And it's not really an excuse, an explanation is because it takes place on a different day to our native celebration for me in the UK. Maybe I think a different celebration date in the US as well. So just for your information, and it is now in the Portugal Club calendar for next year, which I believe is it's always going to be the first Sunday in May, and a forward date for your diary should you need it. I'm just scrolling through the date for 2026 on my calendar here. That will be the 3rd of May for next year. So if you want to pop that in your diary now, Mother's Day in Portugal will be the 3rd of May 2026. Apologies for missing it and not giving you a heads up on that, letting you know about it in advance. And here, with a little bit more explanation, a little bit of backstory, we're also recording another notable date today, the 5th of May, it's World Portuguese Language Day. So I'll be recording another video about that. So watch out for that on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe and comment on the videos. We're not live streaming in the mornings anymore. We're just recording very purposeful, focused videos for your attention, delight, and for your information. And more information here, I chanced upon this lovely website. This is egtreasurechest.com. Why this one, you might ask? Well, they have a lovely website and a shop, it would appear, in the Algarve. They are in Lagos, I believe. Yeah, there you go. They are in Lagos, the Algarve, Portugal. And I'm here on their website because they've written a lovely blog about a brief history of Mother's Day in Portugal. So thank you very much to the Treasure Chest. Vintage collectibles, china, glassware, art, decor, linen, and furniture. And you can get all those lovely things at egtreasurechest.com or visit them in person. I believe, find out more from the website anyway. So let me just go through their blog about Mother's Day, the history of here in Portugal. In Portugal, we've been celebrating Mother's Day on the first Sunday of May for decades, but the day to celebrate the love of our mothers has changed over the years, says E.G. Treasure Chest. Many centuries ago, a respect for mothers was deeply rooted in Portuguese paganism that flourished across the country since the beginning days of Portugal. This respect was linked to Mother Earth and all feminine aspects of nature, and what today is known as Mother's Day was in fact celebrated during the June solstice as part of a pagan ceremony. So more confusion about the early date there, the June solstice. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, to be celebrating Mother's Day on the solstice. Many historians believe that the modern day tradition of honoring our mothers dates back to the ancient cultures of Greece and Rome. I mean, ever since there have been mothers and children, we must have been revering and celebrating mother in the archetypal form, I would have thought. The Greeks dedicated their spring festival to Rhea, the mother of many deities, and the Romans made offerings mid-March to the goddess Magna Mater, the Great Mother, dating back to 250 BC. The celebration of the Catholic Church as the Mother Church replaced these so-called pagan festivals as a result of the spread of Christianity throughout Europe. The Church promoted the belief that itself was a spiritual power giving life and protected its people from harm, not unlike the mother. To ensure this support from the church, it became customary to bring gifts to the church. Since then, this gift giving has evolved to the flowers, cards, and presents that we give mums today. However, as Catholicism took over the Portuguese country from around 1854. Is that recent? According to E.G. Treasure Chest here. The Catholic Church, in an attempt to curb and negate pagan costumes, I would say customs perhaps there, that honoured women, created its own Mother's Day linked to the Virgin Mary's Immaculate Conception date, the date of the 8th of December, which of course is a notable public date here in Portugal. It was then selected because it could be linked to the Catholic Church Day of Honouring the Virgin Mary. This date was used until the late 60s. I still remember as a child giving both my mum and my granny's Mother's Day cards on the 8th of December. Wow, another date! Although there was pressure for the use of the first Sunday in May as the authorised correct day. So first Sunday in May is the date we use here in Portugal. We need to be cognizant that the Catholic Church played a major role in Portuguese religious landscape along the centuries, and during Salazar's regime from 1932 to 68, Mother's Day was heavily promoted as a way to promote traditional family values and to encourage women to stay at home and take care of their families. However, after the Revolution of 74, Mother's Day took on a more commercial aspect, like everything else, with additional commentary from me there, with a commercial focus shifting towards gift giving. Around the same time, the first Sunday in May was heavily promoted. In our opinion, that's E.G. Treasure Chest, in an endeavor to move families away from the Christian religion. Interesting. Nonetheless, Mother's Day in Portugal is a day to celebrate the unconditional love, the sacrifices and support that mothers give their kids, whether you're in Portugal or anywhere else in the world. Take some time on Mother's Day to reflect on the important role that mothers play in our lives. And given that we missed it yesterday, the 4th of May, I celebrated with my wife. It was our anniversary. So in a way, we had a bit of a family Mother's Day celebration of our wedding day. But anyway, no more excuses. I missed it yesterday. It will be the 3rd of May next year. It was the 4th of May this year, 2025. And if you happen to be in Portugal, returning to the blog here during this special holiday, why not join in on the celebrations and experience the joy and love that surrounds Mother's Day in this beautiful country? I'm sure if you go along to your local church on Mother's Day, you will see that. And at the cafes, of course, where mums are being honoured. Traditionally, Mother's Day in Portugal is celebrated with a special mass dedicated to mothers and mother figures. This is followed by a family lunch or dinner where children present their mothers with gifts such as flowers, chocolates, or handmade cards. It is also common for children to give their mothers a small gift or a card at school to show their appreciation. In addition to gift giving, many families also take this opportunity to spend quality time together. Some may go for a walk or have a picnic in the park, very Portuguese, of course, while others may opt for a day trip or visit relatives. This tradition of spending time with family on Mother's Day is deeply ingrained in Portuguese culture and is seen as a way to strengthen familial bonds. Enjoy Mother's Day wherever you are. And how about every day showing a little bit of gratitude towards your mother? A shout out to my mum, Sue, in London, and shout out to my mother-in-law, Dee, as well. Why not drop your mum a line if you can and say how much you appreciate her. Thank you very much then to E.G. Treasure Chest. For those of you who don't have mums on this earthly plane, maybe a moment of memory and recollection of your mum as well. However you honour that, why not do that, even though we are a day late today. Thank you very much, egtreasurechest.com, for your lovely blog there. And that has been a Portugal Club introduction to Mother's Day here in Portugal.
In Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need